Lately, I haven't had too many filters. I've just recently arose from my slumber, and I really have to watch how I speak right now because I really don't care about people's feelings because they seem to not care about mine. And what do I mean by that? It used to be a time that my grandparents, the community, and people used to care about one another, but we don't care about one another. But what has really got me is that civil servants, people that work for the government, supposedly work for us, but it seems like we work for them. We have become so, I guess, complicit. That means going along with something, whether you know it's right or wrong, you just don't do anything. It's almost like being a slave. But I thought the plantations and slavery was in the 1800s. Well, no, things morph, okay? They morph into something different. And I've talked about that. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask a question that really cuts to the heart of our existence in this system of things. Who is the servant? Is government supposed to serve us, or do we serve the government? Is it society, or is it us, the people, bowing to a structure that was designed to serve us, yet now demands our compliance? There's an illusion of power. We live in a world where the Constitution promises liberty, justice, and equality. We vote, we elect, we project, we believe that power rests in the hands of people. But look around. Does it feel that way? Or does it feel like we are doing those in power a favor by simply existing? Why do we fear? Who do we fear? Why do we comply so easily? Because fear has become the currency of control, and complacency its silent partner. All the while aided by religion. The religion and the reality of neglect. Our rights, those sacred guarantees, which were never really given to us as black people or African people, are being eroded. The little that we've got, black people fought to get that. And who profited more than anybody? The European, the Asian, the Indian, everybody but us. Not in one sweeping motion, but in quiet increments. We were treated as servants to a system that pretends to be dead and gone, yet has morphed into something more sinister, a machine that thrives on our silence, and while we scrape and save to survive, those who hold the reins laugh, dine, and celebrate. Why, oh why? Because we give them that power by doing absolutely nothing. Just like what we own, absolutely nothing. The everyday struggle, even in the simplest acts, like walking to the store or walking into a store, we feel the weight of eyes on us even while we're walking to the store. And then we feel the weight of indifference when we get to the store and go into the store and may be followed around like a thief. And that store was put there to benefit from our money, and we act like we don't even know that. Subpar service, no compassion, and yet we take it. We swallow it. Why? Because we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned. We've had a chip put in us from the day we was born. Them throwing holy water on you, telling you were baptized, and then treating you just like a... We think that resistance is futile, that this is just the way things are. But is it? See, civil service seems to be a forgotten ideal. Let us not forget the original purpose of civil service. Civil servants were meant to be the backbone of governance, professionals hired on merit, tasked with the protecting of citizens, managing resources, and ensuring fairness. Their function, protective, facilitative, managerial, were designed to uphold the public good. They were never meant to be instruments of oppression or pawns in a political game. Yet somewhere along the way, the noble idea of service became tangled in bureaucracy and power plays. I talked yesterday. You see, no longer do you see protect and serve on the side of police cars anymore. All you do is see police. And they were originally created to protect rich people's property. So what is their function now? Especially if you're a person of color. Well, I'll tell you something. I'm not going to go into it because you know why? You already know. But I want to talk about where we go from here. I mean, I'm too old to get out there and do what I used to do back then with Martin Luther King and that magical man, that powerful man, that Malcolm X, and all the other, I would like to say, black theologians, because their spirituality trumps religion any day. It was the truth. Do we continue to sit idle while the voting process becomes a ritual without meaning? Do we allow the power of the people to remain dormant? Or do we rise not in violence but in voice, understanding the nature of true civil service, governance, and our own role is not optional, it is essential, because the truth is simply they work for us, not the other way around. We have got it twisted, and you need to get that untwisted. They want you just like you are. The question remains, who is the servant? If we do nothing, the answer is clear, we are. But if we reclaim our voice, our rights, our responsibility, then shake the system up, we will serve we will serve the greater good. And we will give back the true master of this system what we owe them. You see, the people are supposed to be the main goal of what the system serves. But we are serving the system. So let us choose wisely. Let us act boldly. Let us never forget freedom is not given, it is claimed. Get your mind back.